Good morning, my beautiful people. Y'all, we about to get into it. Stock market pays my bills, and I will never, ever have to work a 9 to 5 again, okay? Ever again. Now, those who don't know me, hi, my name is Paris Smith, and I was able to retire myself from the 9 to 5 at 24 years old through stock market trading. And in fact, I was able to produce a 6-figure trading account my first 6 months trading. And that is insane to me just to say it out loud. I still can't believe it. But when I say I produced a 6-figure trading account, I just mean making a residual 6 figures in annual income. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Don't you worry. We're gonna get into it. And if you like, girl, what is this trading strategy? Well, the trading strategy is called cover calls, and we don't day trade. It requires no charts, no indicators. We're not glued to our screen all day, every day. We only trade once a week, and it takes less than 3 minutes. We click the same buttons every single week that we trade, and the income is reliable, guaranteed, and consistent. So when I say I pay my bills, I pay my bills. I know what's coming in every single week to get these bills paid. Okay? And if you're wondering, like, baby girl, let me learn a little bit more. Well, I need to see you at my next free stock trading masterclass. The link to register is in the description of this video. Make sure you go ahead and secure your seat. Okay? Secure your seat. I have a masterclass, free masterclass coming up on Wednesday this week, and then another one on Sunday. But still, click the link in the description if you're just wondering when is the next one, okay? But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all, listen to me. Listen to me. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here and you caught the live. So let me just give y'all a little background, okay? Little background. So 14 years old, your girl was diagnosed with juvenile type 1 diabetes. So I got my insulin pump, and I got a little, oh, that thing bleeding, and a CGM. See, that's why I like going live, because we raw and real, okay? Anyway, let me continue. So juvenile type 1 diabetes was what I was diagnosed with at 14. And basically, all that means is my body is dependent on insulin to live. So that's why I have my insulin pump, right? And so I already knew early on, how the heck am I going to work a 9 to 5 with this disease? Because it's real hard to manage. And at the time, I was taking about 8 shots. I had 4 shots with a syringe, and then, of course, like pricking my finger to get my glucose reading, right? I said, how in the world am I going to do this? And so I also always had a spirit of like entrepreneurship, because my mama, my grandma, and my dad, they never worked a 9 to 5. Yeah. They've always owned their own business. So I'm like, how am I going to fit into this corporate world? So fast forward, I was 18, and my mom was like, just start working in tech, get a job in tech. And I didn't want to, for real, but I had to do something. I knew I had to do something. So mom told me leverage my tech job, right? My little tech career, and then continue from there. So went and start my job in tech. Y'all, I love tech so much. I love working in IT. I love like assisting the users. That's what we call them, but it's really like the employees. So what I did was I worked in desktop support. So your girl was breaking down computers, building the mugs up, and like troubleshooting software. I was building cubicles. It was so fun. And I would like work the whole entire headquarters. So I worked headquarters 1 and headquarters 2 of like a major bank. Y'all probably know the bank, because y'all probably got the bank. But anyways, a major headquarters 1, headquarters 2, and I was on my feet all day working. But anyways, I love tech. Love it, love it, love it. But I didn't like the 9 to 5 corporate lifestyle. I didn't like the fact that if anything happened, if I don't feel good or if I have doctor appointments and all that stuff, I can't just leave and go to my doctor appointments. I can't just tell my boss, hey, I don't feel good, I'm not coming in, or hey, I'm not feeling good right now, I'm about to go home. Heck no, your work come first. Okay, your job come first. Hey y'all, I was that type of girl, corporate girly, that wanted to like climb the corporate ladder. I could see it happening for me. I could see myself being some sort of lead in the beginning and like working my way up. The vice president of the IT that I worked, the floor that I worked on, the department, he was like, I see you sitting in my seat one day. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like, I was so excited. But then deep down inside, I said, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Look, I don't know how I'm gonna do that because your girl was taking off a lot. I was going into work late all the time, taking off for doctor appointments. It wasn't like I didn't want to be there. I physically could not be there. And so the symptoms of like type 1, if you have like really high blood sugars all the time, it's like, at least my symptoms, I get like weird pains in my head. My whole body feels so heavy and so tight. It's just the worst feeling in the world. Like I feel so sick and so weak and so like dehydrated. I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyways, that's like one of the symptoms. And then if you have a low blood sugar happens when you don't have enough sugar in your blood. And so your body is like trying to have a seizure. And so it was plenty of times where I was far away from my desk and here come a low blood sugar and I have no juice in sight. And I'm like calling my coworkers and they all rushing to get juice to me because I'm shaking and I'm sweating and my vision is blurry. I can't see like that. I'm feeling real sick. And that was my life every day at work. It was either super high blood sugar or super low blood sugar. And I'm just fighting for my life every single day at work. Then on top of that, although I'm working so hard and the vice president saying, I see you sitting in my seat and all this and all that, but being a black girl in tech and they feel threatened by your girl, you already know it's HELL. So dealing with that too was just too much. And then, as all of this stuff continued, I was getting threatened all the time that I would lose my job or, put in your 2-week notice and just all kinds of foolishness conversations, I would say, from my managers and getting laid off left and right, getting fired, terminated left and right because I want to take care of my health. You mad because I took off of work or whatever, right? So I just knew that working a traditional job, it just wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't for me. And I knew that long term, it was not sustainable at all. So shortly after I started working in tech, though, probably about maybe I would say almost a year. It wasn't exactly a year yet. My mom, she was the one that found the strategy called cover calls. And she was like, I need you to study this and I need you to teach me. She was like, this gonna get us out. This gonna get us out. And I was just like, yeah, this might get us out because I need to go. I cannot work a 9 to 5. Like, I was trying to figure out all kinds of strategies and different things to get me out of the 9 to 5. And the stock market was the thing that got me out. So thing is though, I did not know what the stock market was. I didn't even know what the stocks was. I didn't know nothing. So I literally started as a very, 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 very beginner, not knowing anything about this whole world of stocks. And so, listen, I just knew right then and there that this potentially could be something right here to get me out this joint. And then, as soon as I got started, though, I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I was a little nervous because my whole childhood, elementary, middle school, high school was not it when it comes to learning. Your girl had a learning disability, and it's like, how the heck am I going to learn stocks? And stocks is real hard. Like, how am I going to do this? And I was real nervous. I'm like, I told my mama, you want me to do what for you? And I have a learning disability. You want me to learn stocks for you? Now, I always say this. I always say it's one thing to learn something, but it's a whole nother ball game to teach it. It's a whole nother ball game to teach it. And I'm just like, you sure you want me to teach you? So I dive in. I literally dove into it and I became like so obsessed. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit on like the strategy and all that stuff, just so y'all can have like a clear understanding. But basically, cover calls is nothing like trading, the normal trading strategy that you guys know of, like day trading, all the different types of day trading. It's nothing like that. It is not crypto. It's not, what's the other one? Forex. It's not none of that. It's literally investing in stocks, but you're trading it at the same time. A lot of people don't know about it, and when I say a lot of people, most people don't. No, most people don't know what this is. But anyway, so basically, you're purchasing shares, right? You're purchasing the shares and then you're trading against the shares that you own. But you're doing this in like one form. So you're doing completing two different things under one form. It's so cool. So you are literally investing in the company and you're also making an income. Investing, let me just tell y'all what investing is real quick, because some of y'all get a little confused. Y'all think trading and investing is the same thing, and it's not. So investing is putting your money into something and it's growing in money. And I say it's growing in equity or it's growing in like wealth, right? So you're buying a share, the price is going up, your money is growing. So that's one thing about the trading strategy cover call that I love the most about. And then two, you're also trading against an options contract against the shares that you own to make in the residual income, right? To make in a profit from the shares that you already own. And it's dope. And then the third thing that I like about it is you're making dividends on top of that, a dividend income on top of that. So it's like three things that you're doing at one time. Dope to me. And so the income that comes in, when I say it's like reliable, it's consistent, it's because you're making your profit up front. And my strategy is I don't switch up my companies. I like trading the same companies over and over again because my income not switching up. A lot of people love the fact, day trading and stuff. They love like chasing stocks and trying to find the next best stock that they could trade and what's gonna like the new thing that's out that's gonna bring the stock up and all this and all that and the news and do and they all in and out of all these different companies. Like, cut it out. Cover calls are so chill. I'm not about to do all that. Find me a good stock, okay, that's fundamentally strong, and I'm gonna teach y'all that in the masterclass, the free masterclass that's coming up. What stock is fundamentally strong, right? And that could pay me every single week if I wanted to, or every single month if I wanted to, consistently. That's it. And every Monday or Friday, depends on the strategy, I'm sitting there and I'm clicking the same buttons every single week. It pays me whatever it pays me, and it's in my account. So it's like the minute that I click on the submit button, it's in my account as cash. So they give you a debit card. Some brokers give you a debit card. So you can go out, pay your bills, go out, do whatever you need to do, pay off your debts, do whatever it is that you need to do. So that's a little bit about the strategy. And when I saw that, I started calculating. I said, hold on, wait a minute. If I did this and I made that, but that's also a really cool thing too. You can figure out how much you're making just by looking at the stock or the option chain. You can literally map out your income. If you wanted to be strategic and say you want to make, I don't know, 5,000 in 2 years, I don't know, or 1 year, I don't know, you can come up with a whole plan. And I don't care if you broke right now. If you broke, you need to listen to me. If you broke, you can go ahead and you can do the same thing. It is a lot more pricier to get in. It's not day trading where you can get started with $250, but you can start buying 1 share, 2 share, 5 shares here and there, build up your position so you can trade a cover call and keep building your position. Take your time because we're not about to be a millionaire overnight. And I be stressing that to y'all. A lot of y'all want that microwavable success. Y'all need to stop it. So that's just like one of the things that I love the most about the trading strategy. And I also love that it's like low risk compared to the other strategies. So I felt a lot more comfortable. Like if I leave my job, I know that this income is going to keep coming in. Like it doesn't matter if the market is crashing, if the market is gone, if the market is going just going up, or if the market stays the same, like it's okay. Like I know that I'm going to still be making this income consistently. And I love that so much. So anyways, another thing too, with this trading strategy, you could trade weekly or you could trade once a month. So if you look at the option chain, you'll notice that there's like different expiration dates. And so you could trade every single week or you could just trade every single month. And that could be your strategy right there alone. Maybe buy contracts and trade once a month, or buy all these contracts and trade once a week, or however you want to do it. You can even trade every other week. And the thing is, it depends on the premium, because the premium moves. The premium moves. It increase as the expiration dates go out further, so you can like really like customize. You can really customize things and stuff like that. But what I love the most, actually, let me tell you this too. Hey, when I actually pulled the trigger, because this was a long time coming. It took me 5 years before I made my first trade. And that's why I'm telling y'all need to stop trying to be a millionaire overnight. Because it ain't gonna happen. It may not happen 1 year, it may not happen in 2 years, especially if you broke. Like me, I was broke, okay? I bought me a house though. I bought me a house. My income was good from working 9 to 5, but it was still like paycheck to paycheck. And I had a little savings, not no big savings. Had a teeny little savings, but I wasn't trying to use my money in my savings because I just bought a house. And when I bought my house, I didn't have to put no money into it, by the way. I didn't have to like put money on the house kind of thing. It was like, I don't know, it was the Lord's blessing. But anyways, I don't even know how to explain that. The Lord, he be looking out for me all the time. I am so favored by the Lord, okay? But anyways, so yeah, I started out, I didn't have no money. I actually got a third job. I was working 2 full-time jobs, got my house and all that stuff. Then I started working at a restaurant. Some of y'all need to work. Some of y'all need to grind and stop going out having fun. What you celebrating? You broke. Why are you celebrating so hard? You got nothing to celebrate for real. You broke. Get you a job, do a little DoorDash, do a little Uber, do something. And build up your trading account so that you can really celebrate later. So I grind for a little bit, and I needed to get that money so I could start trading. And I had the nerve to start big. It wasn't too big, but I did kind of start a little big in the market. I chose a stock that was $50, $55, I think. So I put 5,000 or 52 at the time. I got to get the exact, but I know I put 5,500 in my trading account, and literally every single check that came from that restaurant job went right into my trading accounts. And yeah, so it took me 5 years to learn, 5 years to study, 5 years to get the confidence to pull the trigger. 5 years, I'm sorry. 5 years. 5 years to get the monies to put in my trading account. 5 years. 5 years. But I'm grateful that I did wait 5 years, because when I started, boy, you could not tell me nothing. When I say I literally mastered the strategy because I studied so much, and I hit the ground running. So that's how I was able to do it and build a 6-figure account, 6 figures in annual income, my first 6 months trading, because your girl hit the ground running. I studied so much for 5 years. I was broke. All I could do was study. Then I got the monies because I decided to pick up a job at a restaurant to put in my stock account. Only if y'all knew the importance of endurance. Only if y'all knew the true meaning of sacrifice. 2025, I need y'all to start sacrificing. I need y'all to start sacrificing. Because just imagine how far ahead you would be if you just sacrifice right now. Especially if you're young, if you're in your 20s or even your low, early 30s, you need to start sacrificing, because if not, this is going to be the trajectory of your life if you don't make a change. So I'm encouraging y'all, if y'all really serious about getting into stocks and getting into trading and trading this strategy, that you go ahead and put a game plan together, get serious with it, stack your money up, get a broker account, and just get started. Just get started. But anyways, so it took me 5 years, finally got started. And when I did, I would never forget, I was sitting at my cubicle when I made my first trade. I was at work. Just made it into work probably about 2 hours before, got all the heavy work out the way so I could sit there and wait until the market opened at 9:30. And then I made my first trade, and then I was lit, boy. I had to go for a lunch. I had to go for a little break. I sat my tail in that bathroom stall for a minute because I said, oh my God. Oh my God, I see it. I see it happening. I'm about to leave my job. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did it. And I'm like, I made money. I can't believe it. And some of y'all know my story, how I kept calling the broker to confirm I made $250. Yeah, because I couldn't believe I made money. But anyway, all of that continued. I continued to trade every week at that time. That was my strategy when I first got started. Still is, but I switch up my strategies depending on like what's going on and stuff. And yeah, so made my trade. Let me see. Oh shoot, I can't read that. Let me hurry up. I'm about to watch a little baby, so I need to hurry up. Anyways, so made my trades, made that $250 every week, which was $1,000 every month, and it came in consistently. And so my next goal was to pay down my debts, because if I pay down my debts, the income that come in can come to me. I can do a little something with that, right? And so paid off my debts, and I said, July 2nd, 2021, I'm leaving my job. My first trade was February 2020. So we went through COVID, we went through the market crash, we went through everything, and I'm so glad I did, because the Lord was like, look, this is good. It don't matter if the market crash or not, you good. So I was grateful for that whole experience and journey. And nope, I'm in the DMV area. And so, yeah, and I actually left my job July 2nd, 2021. I wrote it down every single day that I would leave my job. At that time, I wrote down my whole income plan. I literally mapped it out for 3 years. I said I was going to leave July 2nd, 2021 for 3 years, and it happened. Because I came up with a strategic plan. My endurance was there. I sacrificed. I was disciplined and consistent. And with that being said, your girl gotta go. Okay, I got a little baby here. I gotta go watch the baby while his mama go to school. It's finals week, and I flew down to Nashville so I can help her out. I never met her, and I never met the baby, but my sister said somebody in her class need help, so I came down here to come and help. So I'm about to be a mommy for a little bit. And look, this is what I mean about financial freedom, time freedom. All of this is possible because of the stock market. Ain't no way I'll be able to take a flight to Nashville to take care of somebody that I don't know, baby, because it's finals week. But I got time freedom now, so I can do whatever I want, how I want, when I want, and all those things. Anyways, if you want to learn more about this trading strategy, I need to see you at my next masterclass, next free masterclass. The link to register is in the description. And with that being said, your girl got to go.